Today I want to talk about building muscle because many people make the mistake of confusing the muscle too much, and I did it myself, and I know it feels right because the pump is good, because you're doing a new thing, but it's not the thing that works. And I know many people say it works, make huge, and they doing it all the time and shit. But people might be on steroids. People might have different genetics than you. People could could have a better result that they currently are having, and you never know. You never know. Maybe they have good genetics and it just fucking works. Anyways, the thing that works is not doing something different every time you train or switching your exercise completely around every month. What works is always having certain exercises that you're doing every time. I mean, maybe 60-70% of your exercise routine being the same every time, and then you have the 30% on the end of your exercise that you switch around, because those are finishers and not finishers. I can go into finishers in another video. When you're doing finishers, you're lifting not so much weight, and you're kind of just trying to get the muscle fully outloaded and just doing lots of volume. But in the beginning, you have to do exercises that you're doing every time you train. You get what I mean. So if you don't, because you probably don't, what I mean by that is, let's take for example chest day. Let's say you like doing flat bench, you like doing incline dumbbell press, and then you like doing decline bench. And those exercises, they feel good, and you like doing them, and they just feel right. Do them every time. Every time you train chest, every single time you train chest, you start with those 3 exercises that you like the most. And those should be presses. Those should be exercises that you can go heavy on. And just try to increase the weight on those 3 exercises while keeping the rep range between 8 to 12. And that's how you grow, because as you increase the weight and keep doing the same reps, you just have to grow. Have you ever seen a buff guy like lifting pussy weights? It doesn't work, and that's what's gonna happen if you muscle confuse all the fucking time. You won't get stronger. You have to get stronger to grow. That's the point. So always have those exercises, get better at them, and you will grow. One thing I like to do is at the first exercise, I do 12 at least 15 reps on the first to get me really warm, and then I do 12 reps on the second set, and then I do 8 reps on the third set, and then I go really heavy and I do like 5-6 reps, so I get stronger. And then of course it affects my whole routine. I lift less on everything after that, but that's what works for me, and that's what gets me to lift more or on all the other exercises that I'm doing every time I train, and that's what is giving me results. But you don't have to do it. You can just be doing those 8 to 12 reps, and you go slowly up in weight, and it will take time. Okay, guys, don't stress if you haven't go up in weight for 3 months. 3 months it's a bit lot, but let's say you haven't gone up in weight for 2 months or something. Don't stress, because it will take time. Bodybuilding is a long process. It will take a couple of years. It will take 5 to 10 years if you want to get really big, and you're gonna go slower and slower up in the weight the more you lift, and you will grow slower and slower the more you lift. So you just gotta deal with it. Do those couple of exercises every time you train, and keep growing. Give it time. It will come. Just don't stress. Keep eating. Keep eating clean. Keep training. Keep training at least 3 times a week, and just keep going.